Hello, let's discuss about the meiosis and the sexual life cycle. I have taken this chapter from Campbell Biology and it is the chapter 13, and this chapter is dealing with meiosis and sexual life cycle of organisms. Okay, so let's start. Yeah. The introductory thing I have written here. What is genetics here? First, you know that genetics is the study of heredity and variation. Okay, the first, what is heredity? Heredity is the character which transmit from one generation to another generation, and this heredity or hereditary character is the resemblance among the siblings and along with their parents, and variation is the difference among the siblings, generation after generation other siblings, and with their parents and grandparents. Here genetics is the study of heredity and inherited variation, the resembles which also transmits from next generation, along with that variation the character which varies also transmit from one generation to other. The transmission of traits is the part of chromosome, or we can say the character, okay, from one generation to next generation is called inheritance or heredity, the traits or character which is responsible for similarity among the individuals. Okay, heredity comes from Latin word hers or hairs. Hairs means successor. Okay, and the heredity word comes from the word that is hair. Now, transmission of hereditary traits has its molecular basis in the replication of DNA, which produces copies of genes that can pass from parent to offspring. That means DNA, which is the unit or hereditary material, it carries the gene or genetic character. Gene is the part of DNA, but the context changes with respect to the function. Okay, so you can see different definitions of gene in different chapters. Okay, so basically we can assume that gene is the part of DNA, and this DNA which replicates and transmits from generation after generation is responsible for the hereditary characters, the coded things, or we can say it's the blueprint which pass from one generation to next generation, or which produces copies of genes. I already told that genes are genes are part of DNA. Okay, so these are carried from generation after generation through DNA by replication. Okay, next point I have written here: in animals and plants the reproductive cells are called gametes. Okay, the reproductive cells are called gametes, and these are all time haploid. Sorry, this is N. Okay, gametes are vehicle that transmit genes from one generation to the next generation. Gametes are haploid, means it may be egg or sperm. Egg is coming from female, sperm is coming from male. They unite by the process of fertilization. Okay, in my next slide it has mentioned, and by the fertilization, see, egg plus sperm which is haploid, that is N, it results diploid organism, that is zygote. Okay, and this process is called fertilization. Okay, and through this fertilization diploid organism results. Okay, and these egg and sperms are called gametes. Okay, sorry, these egg and sperm are called gametes. Yeah, and the gamete and the gamete is either male, egg which is called female gamete, and sperm is male gamete. Okay, these are the male gametes. Two types of gametes are there, and each gamete carries haploid genes. Okay, and these are responsible to transmit the gene from one individual to other individual. Okay, that's why gametes are considered as the vehicle or reproductive cells in plants and animals. Here, gametes are vehicles that transmit gene from one generation to next. During fertilization, male and female gametes, that is sperms and eggs, unite and passing on genes of both parents to their offspring. It's a cycle. We are discussing about the meiosis and sexual life cycle. Meiosis is concerned with the sexual life cycle. Okay, mitosis is concerned with the other cellular development. That is not concerned with the gametes or hereditary character transmission. Okay, the gene specific location, okay, here if it is male gamete and female gamete, sorry, this is the process of fertilization, and this is N. During fertilization, male and female gametes, which are sperm and eggs, unite and it forms 2N, that is zygote. By the process of fertilization, it's zygote. Okay, then zygote develops into offspring and it differentiate to form adult or multicellular individual. Okay, and these individuals are diploid. Okay, they contain the female gamete and male gamete, and the gametes are produced, that is male gamete and female gamete, and they are produced in various numbers in the process of meiosis. Okay, then they unite, so gametes are always haploid. Okay, and by the process of meiosis they retain their haploidy, that is called as ploidy. Okay. So in this way, the cycle, we can say this is the life cycle of, we are taking human. Okay, life cycle of human. Now next point, the gene specific location along the length of a chromosome is called genes locus. Okay, or plural is loci. Here if we are taking two chromosomes, this, two chromosomes, and here if two genes, let's say these genes are A and A, here two genes are present in this respective location or place. These are homologous chromosome. Homologous means these two chromosomes, one comes from female and one comes from male, and they are present in pair. That's why these are called homologous chromosome. They are genetically identical and retain some alleles which are equal to each other, okay, or similar. That's why they are homologous chromosomes. And this location is called as locus or loci. Here this gene A and gene smaller, these are recessive genes. Even we can take heterozygous one in the similar way, like this. Okay. Yeah, this one AA, this is locus. Okay, these are. So this is the locus. Here the gene present, okay, a gene specific location along the length of a chromosome is called genes locus, plural is loci. Thank you for watching. This is all about the beginning of this chapter. Thank you.